Let's learn how you can use Blackmagic Camera application for beginners. So let's start by opening our Blackmagic Camera. Here the first thing you will see is this big interface and camera and everything. And we have 4 sections here. So camera section and the main section, media section where your recordings will be saved, chat section where you can chat with others using your Blackmagic Cloud account, and settings where you can just set everything and change options according to your needs. So if you go back to camera, you can see that we have a lot of stuff here, and this clock is actually the status of your recording. So if we enable recording, you can see that it turns red and it records the second and can be changed in your settings. Next one is lens. So this will depend on how much you zoom in and zoom out from your recording. You can have up to 77 millimeters or more, depends on what iPhone and phone and how many cameras you're using. Then we have our FPS or frame per second. So you can just slide this bar to increase or decrease your FPS. The more you have, the smoother your video will be. Now the shutter speed. So you can choose also if you want to have shutter angles or shutter speed. If you're using angles, this will turn more into cinematic view, as you can see here. This can also be changed later in settings, and we will also show you that. Now we can also change your ISO. So it really depends if you're recording outdoors or inside, because it can show you the great change between low or light situations. As you can see here, we can also swap on this. If you are choosing to record more like film or cinematic video, make sure to always leave this on 400. Now we have white balance tilt and a lot of settings with it, so you can just select auto or deselect auto if you want to change it yourself. You can also lock it if you don't want to change it anymore, but you can also change it with slide, as you can see here. Depends if you want more colorful stuff or everything. Then we have tint, also like similar thing to white balance. Now we can change to these modes, let's call them that. You can select cinematic view, standard view, you can even turn it off. Now LUTs, so these are lookup tables that you can change, add or import yourself. You can change them by sliding over these LUTs. If you don't want to use it, you can just turn it off. Lens, again, we shown this. So this is your brightness. You can also set auto brightness to actually adapt your recording to outside view, for example, or you can just slide it to increase or decrease it. Same white balance. Here you can select grid if you want to set it. For example, if you want these ones, red light, blue light. Now, if you go back to media, you will see that our recording has been saved. Now you have here Blackmagic Cloud, but you don't need to use that if you don't want. Here you can choose to sort your clips by time, date, location, clip name, time code. Here you can select clips which you want to upload, for example. Let's say this one. You need to click on this option right here. That's called upload, and here you can choose if you want to copy video, save video, you can airdrop it, send to messages. So basically like every other video. Here you can access to your gallery, and here you can select the videos you have saved on Blackmagic Cloud. Now chat is basically chatting with others. On settings, we will go through everything, but first you need to look at this. So this will be your iPhone microphone, and this is basically when I'm talking, it will show how much decibels I'm talking to. So, and here you have presets. You can add save and delete, and also you can just select what kind of options you want to use for this video, and also make more presets. So let's go to settings. First one is your codec. So you can choose what codec you want to use and what bitrate. For better video quality, you want to set higher codec and bitrate. Then we have resolution. 4K resolution is best I can use for this recording, but this will also take more memory on your storage. Now we can select the color space. I'm using HDR right now. That will make your setup brighter, also your recording better. Now we have timecode displayed. So timecode are these numbers as well. And you can select record run or time of the day. So as you can see here, we have the time of the day, that's right now. But for your recording, it's better to see how much seconds are you recording. Now we have time-lapse recording you can use, and also how many frames you want to capture per second. I won't need this, so I will turn this off. So if media drops frame, you can choose to stop recording or just alert on your camera. It depends on what you want. And this is camera section, so you can also enable vertical video. So if you enable it, this will get off, as you can see here. Here you can trigger a record indicator, so you can use beeper and flash. I'm using none because I don't need it. Use volume button to trigger record, so it's basically just a classic camera option. Lock white balance on record. Will recording swipe right to dim screen. And here right now is shutter measurement. So I recommend everyone to set this shutter on angle because it will help you a lot if you're recording some cinematic stuff or recording some kind of movie that you need. Flick free shutter based on, it's better if you put this on 60 Hz. Lens correction. I suggest you to enable this so it basically correct your lens. Here you can flip image for SLR lens. Lock orientation if you want it to remain like this. Mirror front facing camera, basically again just a classic camera option, and here we have audio section. So you can get to audio source if you want to record from your iPhone microphone. Here you can choose which microphone from iPhone you want to use. Basically it's whatever if you are not using it. So audio format, you can select which one do you want. Sample rate, also the higher the better. Audio metering, audio monitor, so basically it's just monitoring your audio. Now on monitor we have focus assist. We have focus assist color, so basically you can choose which one color you want to use. Guides opacity, you can just increase or decrease based on how do you need it. Guides color, guides opacity, HDMI out. Here you can select which do you want. You can just select video feed and use Zebra because it's better one. Now here you can choose which parameters you want to display. So you can display audio meters, you can display histogram, display storage status, display stream status, upload status, battery indicator. So basically it's these ones. Now on live stream, you can just select on which platform do you want to live stream for. Now, right now you can choose to live stream on Blackmagic Cloud, but for that you need to be logged in, as you can see here. Now on media, you can record proxy, upload clips like proxies or originals and proxies. You can select live sync, so to sync your videos at the moment, how to upload to selected project. You can enable upload only over Wi-Fi if you don't want to spend your megabytes from your mobile data. You can save clips in app only. You can choose to save them in photo application or in files if you want to. Now function buttons, you can select which button you want to do what you need. So if we select preset, we can select FPS and select what kind of FPS we want. So now we have LUT managers. This is one of more important options that you need, because here you can manage your lookup tables and select which one do you want to use. Also, you can import, export, or remove LUTs with these options. So if you just don't want to use Blackmagic LUTs, you can disable this option, and here you can see default LUTs that come with app. On imported LUTs, you can see lookup tables that you added yourself. So you can just import more LUTs by moving them to your Blackmagic Camera file folder. You can remove it, and you can export them if you want to send it to someone else. Now we have preset section. You can save new preset that we shown on camera section. On accessories, you can select if you want to use Bluetooth or not. Wireless lens control. I don't have anything attached, so I can't use it. Now you can select if you want to have remote camera control and use this phone as controller or remote camera. You can name your camera, sync record across cameras, sync clips to controller, hide remote camera video feed. This is Blackmagic Cloud that you can create an account. If you don't have account, just hit sign up. If you have, you can log in right here. And here you can reset Blackmagic Cam settings. So you can choose which setting do you want to reset. You can reset only camera settings, basically this preset that we are changing, like white balance, exposure, LUTs. You can also reset cloud settings, and you can reset all settings and delete entire content. So if you click on red reset button, we have returned to default. And here you can see app version. Go to official website of Blackmagic Camera. You can also open Blackmagic Camera settings on your iOS device or Android device, depend on what are you using. And basically that's it. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.